to our top story.
I understand that growth is one part of, our society.
But at what cost? A Portland company finds itself in the path of a new MAX line and says picking up and moving is just not an option, at least not without millions of dollars in public money to cover the expense of shutting down and relocating.
On Your Side investigator Anna Song is here with why the new Portland-Milwaukee MAX line is hitting such a crucial junction. Anna?
Look, it's not the company's fault. The route chosen for this new line would slice right through the heart of their property. But this second-generation business has been in Portland for more than 50 years, is saying it could cost up to $23 million for it to move.
26 furnaces that burn as hot as 2,000 degrees. Strengthening steel products that go into just about everything, from military equipment to Ford trucks. It's an around-the-clock operation.
So these never turn off?
Never turn off.
That Beaver Heat Treating Vice President Tony Moran says has to stay that way. He says shutting the furnaces off or even cooling them down permanently damages their delicate internal structure. It's what makes relocating to make way for a new Portland-Milwaukee MAX line difficult and potentially expensive.
Originally, the plan was to lay the MAX line down 25 feet away from the railroad track. That would just shave off about 6 feet of the company's maintenance shed in the back there. But now the plan is to run the MAX line 50 feet away from the railroad track, which would lay it down right directly through the middle of the company's business.
Right between the words heat and treating.
It's going to be very difficult to do what they're asking us to do.
Can you put in context for us the nature of this challenge compared to other properties that you've had before?
Well, this is probably our most complex just because of the nature of the manufacturing.
The change in plans came after accidents in California and Colorado between light rail and freight trains. Union Pacific stands by its decision, saying it is federally required to minimize safety incidents.
With the rise of passenger rail across the country, it was something that we looked at very closely and decided that 50 feet would be the minimum clearance standard moving forward.
Moving forward, something Moran hopes can be achieved without going out of business.
We're looking at just being able to exist and produce the same services that we do in a different location, without interruption.
Now, TRIMET is required by law to compensate the company if putting in this MAX line forces it to move. Most of that will be paid for with federal grants, but in the end, it is still public money, and that is tacked onto the overall $1.4 billion price tag.
Heavy price to pay, but as you mentioned, too, if they had their druthers, I'm sure they'd rather stay right there.
They would prefer that, yes.
Yeah, Anna, thank you.